All right, 11th best hair in the world, average at best face, Santa Claus body. Here to talk about something that you probably say, listen, dude, you're not qualified to talk about the freak. You saying because I'm not gorgeous, because I'm not an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever you want to scale me, that I can't have an opinion? You crazy. I don't know how to make pizza from scratch, but I know what tastes good. I sure as hell can't make, what do you call it? Some fancy schmancy meal, but I know whether or not it tastes good to my tongue and to my taste buds and whether it's satisfying and fills me up. So I don't have to be gorgeous to have an opinion. So here's my opinion. It always kills me the way that society holds up and exalts those that they claim that are beautiful or that they say are beautiful. And mostly by way of the doctor. Okay, so the plastic surgeons are out here performing absolute miracles. They are turning would be nobodies into superstars overnight or however long the healing process is. They are transforming folks from one look to a completely another look. And that's fine, right? I don't have a problem with surgeries. What I have a problem with is when they then get on a platform and be like, all you need to do is eat broccoli and drink purified water from the deserts of Dubai, and you can look as good as I do, knowing full good and well that that beauty was achieved by somebody's scalpel. Knowing full good and well that that ass was achieved by somebody's injection. Knowing full good and well that those muscles were from somebody's steroids. Knowing full good and well that their jawline or their hair or whatever it is that they're proud of is man made, meaning not made by your mama and your daddy, but made by a gifted plastic surgeon or hair transplant person or butt injection person or wherever type of person needs to be to achieve the look that you're looking for. Rhinoplasty, whatever it is, jawline. I don't know the technical term of it, right? So knowing full good and well that those results are not naturally achieved. That no matter push-ups that they do will allow them to achieve the chiseled frame that you have, or no amount of squats will let them get the butt that you got. Now, true enough, you may maintain what the doctor gave you by doing whatever you're doing. Fair enough. You hitting the gym 4, 5, 6 times a week, eating right, may maintain the physique that you were given by the plastic surgeon, but it's not how you achieve that, right? Or the steroids. It's not how you achieved it. It's just how you're keeping it up. That's the maintenance. And then we're like, oh, this person is so beautiful, and oh, this person is so handsome and muscular, and blah, 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 and I wish I could be like them, and let me take these supplements, and let me hit the gym. But Negro, no, no, okay? And then what also kills me about that is that those that weren't achieved by the hard work then get the brand endorsements and then get the deals and then get the supplement deals or the clothing deals and everything else because they love the way that their product either shapes the individual or looks on their shape, or because they want to trick people into think that consuming their product will help you achieve the same results. It's so scummy. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a little Santa Claus body. And there's nothing wrong with your regular average face. And there's nothing wrong with your hair. It's not going to be the 11th best hair in the world, okay? I'm here to tell you that. There's no amount of styling, and there's no barber, and there's no amount of juices and berries that's going to get you number 11 spot, okay? You might be able to peak at 15 or even 13, but you're not going to take 11, and you're not going to go past that. So we just kill that noise altogether. Okay, don't come for me. Don't come from me, and don't come from the Native American hair, okay? It's just not going to work. We're talking about everything else besides that, right? Why? Why are we doing this? When I look at the women, I don't look at the guys. I look at the workouts, but I don't look to have the same results as the guys. What I look to find out is, will this workout increase my strength or my endurance or whatever? Can I run farther? Can I lift more? If the exercise will do that, that's all I'm concerned with. I'm not looking to get as chiseled or as, ripped as anybody I see. That's never my goal. Okay? Never. But when I look at the ladies, right? Instead of evaluating the lady as saying, this is a good looking woman, and ooh, I would love to have a riveting conversation with her. She looks super cute, super intelligent. In my mind, the only thing I can think about, be quiet, Volcano. Volcano want to bark at every little noise he hear outside. I'm just thinking about how good would the cat be? And I guess that sells, sex sells. That's the old saying, sex sells. So I'm just thinking about, how wet does she get? Can she use all of these newfound assets that she has? And is she going to be annoying after I come? That's it. And then they be like, I don't want to be looked at as a sex symbol. Meanwhile, my nipple is showing and my butt is out. And I'm more than just a sex symbol. I should be looked at more and appreciated for my brains and not just my beauty. But she is never showing a picture of her solving some hard math equation. Or she is never, that I know of, telling you how to better yourself, other than in a false way, like I said, of saying you can achieve these looks via these exercises. There's no substance. And then they begging and crying for, like, why doesn't anybody respect them? And why doesn't anybody think of them more than just a tool for sexual gratification? Are you looking at what you're posting? Are you looking at what you're displaying or what you're advertising? I mean, okay, if you work at the strip club, if you're at the beach or a pool, if you're at a type of party that requires that type of a swingers party or a lingerie party, whatever, all of that is appropriate attire, where those types of thoughts are in my mind. So if I'm on the beach and I see a good-looking woman in a bikini, my thought process doesn't automatically, it still sometimes goes to say, but it doesn't automatically. It's like, oh, she looks nice in that bikini, or that's a nice body, or whatever else. But it isn't automatically sexual, right? But when they are sitting in a car half naked, or in Walmart or wherever else, half naked and with the titty out and with everything all tight and everything, is just like, there's nothing to think about other than sex. There really isn't. What else can I think about? It's the same that I assume that the ladies with the chiseled bodies, or the guys that are half naked or had a little wee-wee showing or whatever, I'm sure they're thinking about, ooh, I'm sure he can lay the pipe, or he could probably beat me down, or whatever, whatever they say, however ladies describe it. It's the same thing. It's even playing field. Even playing field, right? If a guy is, got his pretty much all naked except for a little tighty whities, and they wet somehow, maybe he pissed on himself or took a shower in his tighty whities, I don't expect a woman to think of nothing other than sexual stuff, honestly. So you can't blame everybody else for that. That's just what it is. But then we just are so wrapped up and these good looking people and everything they do and everything they say and everything that's going on with them. And I'm like, why? I'll tell you the extent of how much I'm wrapped up into them, but besides just saying sex, okay? I'll see a thumbnail and I will click on the video and I will not watch that whole video. I will scrub through the entire video until I find that one picture, pause it, maybe go a few seconds before, a few seconds after it, or let it play if it looks like that image is going to continue itself, and let me see how it's going to continue itself, and then I'm done. I'm clicking off. Whereas regular, interesting people that may not look like much to most people, I'm watching and I'm listening to them. And I'm hearing what they have to say. Like, okay, the young lady not too long ago that did the video, Pretty Privilege, I thought it was interesting. I watched the whole thing. And I didn't think she was bad looking by any means, but I understood what she was saying. I fully understood what she was saying. But guess what? That whole time I was listening to her, I wasn't thinking about licking her nipples. I mean, that thought came across a little bit because she's a woman and she had titties. But, you know, other than that, I was listening to the message. Now let's flip it. Sanaa Lathan, to me, Sanaa Lathan and Kenya Moore before Real Housewives, and what's the other girl's name? I'm so mad that I can't think of it. She was in Love Jones and Friday. Nia Long. I couldn't think of it, but Nia Long. I think these are some of the most gorgeous women on the entire planet that I've seen. I'm sure there are other good-looking women, but those, for reference, are some of the Kelly Rowland, some of the most gorgeous women on the entire planet. But I am equally as interested in having sex with those women as I am in hearing what they have to say, watching them act in whatever role they're playing in, listening to maybe their life story or their background, and my mind isn't 100% drilled on sex. It isn't. And these are fine women. These are women that I would take 100 times out of 100 and would love to share a bed with them. If any of y'all are looking for the 11th best hair in the world, semi-average face, Santa Claus body, and that turns you on, by all means, get with me. The Blur will make an exception. If she does it, I'll divorce her. We can do what we can do, and then I'll get back with her. Because y'all are too fine. Too fine. Kenya, you had your chance before Real Housewives, but after that, I'm just like, nah. I'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, you see the difference there? They're equally and more gorgeous than pretty much any Instagram woman that you see, or any woman that's flaunting their curves. I would take those women over them any day. But then I'm also incredibly interested in them and what they have to say. Now, who's to say I might not be interested in the Instagram model? I might not be. I mean, I might be. They might have some redeeming qualities and some other things that I might be interested in. I can't see it only because I know that their branding and their money-making scheme is my body, my body, my body. Make men drool, make women want to look like me so men will drool over them, blah, blah, blah. That's their stick. And because of that alone, I'm uninterested in finding out about the rest of it. You know, I'm not. I just don't see how we've gotten to this point. I really don't. It's way worse than it used to be in the past. We always used to idolize beauty, but not to this effect. Not to I guess surgery is a whole lot more easy to get, and there's a whole lot of determinant factors, but it's so disheartening. It really is. I mean, I still bust them down, but that's about it. And see, they be complaining about that. I'm not just for sex, or they don't mind that. I've been hearing stories that they don't mind that, just pay them, and I'm like, I'm gonna make a video about that. I'm gonna make a video about that. Yeah, make another video about that.